If you're setting up a home studio to get creative during this stay-at-home new norm, one of the most important things you'll need is a decent pair of studio headphones. There are hundreds of studio headphones on the market, and it can be quite difficult to choose which ones to splash out your cash on. That's why we have put together this list of the best headphones for home studio use on Amazon for 2022. 1. Superlux HD681 Semi-Open Headphones. First up is a fantastic value offering from Superlux. Rocking in at $35. Don't let its modest price tag fool you. These headphones knock a serious punch. From OEM Superlux, the HD681 is billed at the budget studio headphones to be headphones up to 5 or 6 times its price, powered by two great big 50mm neodymium drivers. These provide a great punch of a sound, with its open back design bringing a stellar soundstage and surprisingly accurate sound imaging for the price. You can pinpoint where instruments are in a mix, perfect if you're an avid listener of music, but it also helps you replicate the intricacies of stereo imaging on your tracks. Though there are downsides to having open back headphones, and that is sound leaking. As the drivers are semi-open, sound leaks out. If you're listening in a room with people, everyone's going to be able to hear exactly what you're listening to. This becomes more of a problem in a mic booth, as anything your talent is monitoring in their ears will come out on your recording and ruin a clean take. These headphones are for mixing by yourself, not recording, as the microphone will pick the sound. Priced at $68, these headphones are insanely affordable, and with that ringing, some amazing performance. If you're in the market for some real quality pair of budget studio headphones, the Superluxes are amazing. 2. AKG Pro Audio K240 Studio Over-Ear Headphones. The AKG K240 is essentially what the Superluxes are a no-brand clone of. So, what do you get if you go for the original article? These are the direct descendants of the original AKG K240, debuted back in the 70s and still hold the same iconic design whilst updating the sound quality to match the 2020s. One of the biggest strengths of the K240s is its fantastic neutral vocal response, a feature that is essential when it comes to vocal mixing. When mastering a podcast, the last thing you want are headphones that don't accurately monitor your voice recordings, as you may over or under equalize your recordings, ruining your mix. The bass response on these headphones is less pronounced and accentuated. If you're coming from headphones like Raycons or Beats, you might think it's non-existent. The Superluxes have punch your bass if you want good listening headphones, as well as studio cans. But in the mixing booth, these overall flatter headphones may be more useful to you. Priced at $73, these headphones are still surprisingly affordable for a known brand pair of iconic studio headphones. If you have a lot to spend but need something a little more well-built than the Superlux, the AKG K240 is a great way to go. 3. Philips SHP9500 HiFi Precision Stereo Over-Ear Headphones. Philips' line of SHP9500 are more of a listener's pair of headphones than a through-and-through studio pair, but these do provide one of the best open-back soundstage experiences under $200. Powered by two big and bright 50mm neodymium drivers, these headphones deliver a full spectrum of sound. The sound profile is still balanced enough for use in the studio. Although bass can be, someone leans for anyone looking for an extra punch. The musical presentation is completely transparent, and they reveal everything as it was intended to sound. They do not fool you into coloring the music. The sound of these headphones is focused well on the mids, and the vocal performance in these cans is truly phenomenal. When mixing your track or mastering a recording, these are great for accurately reproducing your music, giving the confidence to critically tweak your tracks. For $75, these headphones try to trade blows with the infinitely more expensive Sennheiser HD600, and for the price, these do through some serious punches. 4. Audio-technica ATH M40x. Next up on our list today are finally some closed-back headphones, this time from Audio-technica. As the younger brother to the consumer mid-fi darling, the ATH M50x, the M40XS are much more geared towards studio work and reference headphones. They benefit from an overall flatter sound signature, perfect for studio use. Driven by two big 40mm rear earth drivers, circumaural design ear cups contours around the ears for excellent sound isolation in loud environments. Tuned flat for incredibly accurate sound monitoring across the entire frequency range. These are great for critical listening. These are closed back, so you'll have a significantly smaller sound leakage problem. You can use these comfortably in a microphone booth, or perhaps you want to use these in a radio studio or a live streaming setup. You'll be good to go with these cans. Priced at $99, these are creeping up to the expensive side, and I'll tell you what, they used to be cheaper. But if you can grab these on a sale, they're still great value. If you're looking for a pair of closed-back headphones that still have a decent soundstage, you'll be well impressed by the ATH M40x 5. Sony MDR7506 professional studio headphones. These Sony studio cans are an absolute classic in the studio world. First released in the grand old year of 1991, the 2020 version of these industry-standard headphones are virtually identical to the headphones Sony rocked on the scene at the start of the 90s, powered by Sony's expertly tuned 40mm drivers. These are king when it comes to a flat sound signature, allowing it to accurately reproduce the frequencies you need for critical audio work. Whilst most of these headphones should be shunned by anyone who loves thumping bass, these especially lack the low-end punch of high-end consumer listening headphones. The sound signature of the Sonys is bright and trebly. The mostly plastic build is not going to wow anyone with a hard-on for build quality, but these look the real deal and feel so at home in any studio. They're fairly small, especially compared to all the over-ear headphones on this list so far, so perfect for small heads. These headphones are on-ear, so whilst this does wonders for portability, after long mixing sessions, you're going to feel those pads pressing on your ears. Priced at $95, these are fairly affordable studio headphones, absolutely adored by the professionals. If you're in the market for some compact and great-sounding reference studio headphones, the Sony MDR7506 is a good, retro way to go. 6. Beyerdynamic DT 770 Pro. Another absolute icon in the studio headphones world is the absolutely stellar Beyerdynamic DT 770 Pros. These pair of closed-back headphones are lauded as one of the most open-sounding and detailed closed cans in the land. Blessed with an enormous soundstage thanks to its recessed ear cups adding distance between its 50mm drivers and your ears, you get all the benefits of an open-backed studio pair of headphones without the pesky sound leakage, and the super sharp treble open backs are notorious for. The DT 770 Pro headphones remain the top choice for music producers, sound technicians, and broadcast users, and are a firmly established piece of equipment in studios worldwide. The flat sound profile is great for sound-critical work, but the punchy and directed bass response makes these headphones great for hi-fi listening and everyday use. They don't color the sound, whereas a lot of consumer headphones allow the bass to muddy the mids and highs. These headphones are gloriously comfortable, with these lovely velour ear pads making it a dream to keep these cans strapped to your head for hours on end. The clamping force isn't too high, so these rest on your ears whilst also isolating noise quite well. Beyerdynamic is a German company, and so for Europeans, these headphones are far easier to get your hands on. At $148, these headphones are on the expensive side thanks to low supply, but if you can get it on a good deal, the DT 770s are as legendary as they're made out to be. 7. Beyerdynamic DT 990 Pro Open-Back Studio Headphones. The open-backed cousin to the previous entry on this list needs no introduction. For years, Beyerdynamic has been the darling of the hi-fi audiophile world for one reason, and one reason only. The DT990s kick absolute ass. For reference and studio work, the stereo imaging on these is fantastic, allowing you to accurately mix and pan the elements on your track with pinpoint precision. Although punchy enough to give a decent sub-bass experience, if you're looking for headphones to shatter your eyelids listening to a sub-drop or constant drill, these headphones are not for you. If you're listening for personal enjoyment, these headphones really clean up with a little EQ. Boosting bass and highs, creating that coveted V shape, these headphones come alive for personal enjoyment. Audiophiles have tweaked these cans to death, and a quick Google search will find you some decent EQ presets. Although, fiddle around with the settings yourself, and you'll find what you like. Priced at $137, these settle in a good balance of price to performance. At prices higher than these, you do hit a point of diminishing returns, and whilst headphones do get better than these, you are paying more for every incremental improvement. 8. Sennheiser HD600 Open-Back Professional Headphones. Some call these headphones a work of art. Some laud them as the father to their children, and I'm sure there are HD600 cults out there. An icon in the audiophile and professional audio community, and for a good reason. If you want the best top-of-the-line open-back reference headphones, the Sennheiser HD600 is a legendary choice. These headphones are engineered for the true audiophile. Thanks to an open circumaural design, computer-optimized magnets, and aluminum voice coils, you will find cleaner, crisper stereo sound anywhere. The open mesh in that classic Sennheiser oval delivers the rich and wide soundstage that open backs are loved for. The HD600 is the benchmark reference headphone for evaluating, mixes, masters, and even other audio components. Many reviewers use these as the benchmark to test all other headphones. Leveraging Sennheiser's progressive production techniques and computer-based transducer optimization, it perfectly fuses the art of sound with the science of it. These are also incredibly good-looking. The standard HD600 looks great, but with the marble finish, these look even better. Despite being built almost entirely out of plastic, the HD600 series design is one of the most reliable and durable out there. Priced at $287, the HD600s are not by any means cheap. These are for the people who want the most premium and expensive audiophile in the last. But if you have the money to spare, get the HD600. They're that good, and you won't be able to resist. These are our top picks for the best headphones for home studio on Amazon for this year. What do you think? Do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comments below.